and holds. Oh God, don't do that. Why? It's my wedding ring. And you are rubbing it against a stone? He said, look here, wedding ring aspect you take away. I am looking at the gold. See, Desha Kala Vastu, these are only projections of the mind. And when we give this projection the status of reality and validity, then only the samsara begins. See? Therefore, Desha Kala Anya Vastunam Kalpitatvacha Maya Ataha Na Deshadi Krutontosti Brahmanantyam Sputam Tataha. If they are imagination, they are not real. Therefore, man is infinite and the husband is finite. See, husband is born on the auspicious day of the marriage. And thereafter, when she goes away whichever way, then where the husband goes? The husband is not the real. Work on this, friends, very sincerely. Whenever you become aware of this, that whenever we are miserable, we are one of these illusions. We are miserable as a husband, wife, brother, father, in-law, outlaw. We are never miserable as a person. See? Yesterday one girl was asking, Swamiji, my mother-in-law is like that. So I told her, mother-in-law is a species which can never be good. So you are trying to say that I want Karela, but it should not be Kadwa. It has to be. That is why it's called Karela. Similarly, mother-in-law is a legal mother. She will always pull you in the court. See? Then what is to be done? Take her lightly. Don't become serious with her. I don't know how people become serious with mother-in-law. Arey, serious hona hi hai to Bhagwan se pucho. See? So we all become miserable not because what we are, but what we imagine we are. And the imagination is projection by the mind. So, Brahmanantyam Sputam Tataha. After this, a doubt is raised that if the Brahman is beyond the time, space and object, then where from the Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat has come? If Brahman alone is, if Paramatma alone is, if water alone is, where from the ocean, the waves, the icebergs, the clouds, the dewdrops, the moisture, where from they have come? See? So when we call ocean and wave, what we are doing is we are only uttering the words which mean only water. So when we are playing with the waves, we are playing with the waters, and when we jump into the sea, we are jumping into the water. So the same water is called differently by two names. Therefore, Vacharammadam Vikaro Nam. The water is removed from the ocean, the water cannot exist. In the same manner, the water is removed from the waves, wave cannot exist. So what we are doing? We are touching the waters, but we are calling it by different name. In the same manner, we are touching the world and calling by different names, but in reality, Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat. Therefore, when you are touching a Shiva Linga, you are touching Paramatma directly. Many people give a wrong example that Shiva Linga is like the tricolor for India. No, it is not. Shiva Linga is not like a tricolor. Tricolor was born and it may change colors, who knows? See, Shivalinga is nothing but Paramatma, because Paramatma or the Brahman is simultaneously material and efficient cause of this world. So when we are touching the stone, we are touching Paramatma directly. But when we are touching the tricolor, we are not touching in India. See, friends. And therefore, one has to be very clear about this, that it is only because of the upadhi that one is called in many ways. Therefore, satyam jnanam anantam yat brahma tad vastu tasya tat ishvaratvam cha jivatvam upadhi dvaya kalpitam. So this Satchidananda, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, is appearing in two ways, Ishvara and the Jiva, because of the conditioning. See, water is appearing as ocean because of the conditioning of totality. And the same water is appearing as wave because of the conditioning of the individuality. Then totality becomes the cause, individuality becomes the effect. And we get lost only in this and we forget the water. See? And then we ask a question. Is there water deep in this ocean? So the water is in the ocean or the ocean is in the water? See the difference. In the same manner, we think we are inside the body. The truth is, body is in me. See, when we take the phone, we get the sound from inside. So are the sound waves inside the phone or the phone is in the sound waves? When the phone is not in the particular sound wave coverage, you get a message that you cannot talk to that person because he is out of coverage. But our understanding is sound waves are inside and not outside. The truth is, the phone is in the sound waves. From inside, those sound waves are manifested. In the same manner, we are Paramatma, and in us, not only this body, but all the bodies. Will the space become burdened if few more things are added? Will the space become lonely if the things are removed from it? If you add more fish in a water tank, will it be a load for the water? If you remove all the fish from the water, will it be a loss for the water? Think. If there are more waves on the ocean, is the ocean rich? And if the waves have completely died away, nistaranga samudravat, then is the ocean poor? In the same manner, when there is a waking and the dream experience, is something added to me, the infinite? Or when everything is taken away, as in the deep sleep and samadhi, is there any loss to me? So this eternal principle, which cannot be improved upon by the waking and the dream experiences, and which doesn't suffer any loss in the deep sleep and the samadhi, that is our essential nature. But instead of focusing attention on this substratum, we have trained ourselves to be only at the surface level. And what is the surface level? Cause and effect. Get out of this clutch of cause and effect. It's an illusion. There is no cause, there is no effect. See? But we get so much caught up in this. So the teacher says, Ishvaratva jivatva upadhi dvaya kalpitam. But when we add upadhi, so when you have added upadhi on the man, and the upadhi is that of the wife, so he has become husband. Now, if he has become husband, then he is the cause for the misery of the wife. So, when he was not the husband, both of them were happy. This is how it happens many places. They separate and then they stay as friends. So what has happened? Earlier it was a legal cause and effect. Now cause and effect is deleted, they stay together, no problem. See, friends. So upadhi dvaya kalpitam. So what are the upadhis? Upadhi of the Ishvara is Maya. Now be very attentive. Ishvara is considered to be the cause of both the world and the Jiva. Jiva and Jagat, they are created by Ishvara. He is the cause, the creator. Prajapati, Brahmaji, Hiranyagarbha, whatever you call. Now, let us try to understand. It's a very subtle point. Water has its own potentiality, what is called as Maya. Maya is the Shakti, it is the potentiality. Like fire has its potentiality called as the burning power. Now the fire can burn everything else except itself. And the burning power of the fire cannot influence the fire. Like the sugar cane never suffers from diabetes. Because sweetness is the very essence of sugar cane. Point number one. Point number two. Similarly, the water has the potentiality to make the water appear as a totality called as ocean. So water plus his potentiality together is called as ocean. Now when the ocean is there, so in that ocean, will the water drown? Water which is at the surface is very happy. Water at the depth of the ocean. Oh God, I am collecting and carrying such a huge load on me. No. Water can never suffer the drowning experience in the ocean. Third, on the same water, because of the same potentiality, another things are superimposed called as names and forms called as the waves. And therefore, when the waves are born, is the water born? When the waves die, is the water dying? Therefore, from the water's point of view, ocean is a conditioned expression because of the potentiality called as the Maya or the Shakti, and the same water with another aspect of the same potentiality, Shakti, Maya, is called as the wave. Therefore, the one water alone is being referred because of this conditioning as ocean and wave. In the same manner, one Paramatma, because of his own potentiality, he expresses as names and forms. So, Paramatma plus names and forms is called as the world. See? Gold plus name and form is called as the ornament. When we try to please somebody by whatever they have put on, see, these ladies, they put so many things, and if you don't appreciate, they feel neglected, you know. So, when they are putting on a necklace, so do we say, Acha gold rakha hai? No, Acha necklace. Necklace means that which is without neck. There may be something like a headless, without head. So, when we are talking about the ornaments, not about the gold. See, because importance is given to name and form. So, as ornaments are gold plus name and form, similarly, the world is Paramatma plus name and form. And if you look into the world, what everybody is trying to do is preserving these two things, name and form. So while even they are alive, they want to make their statues, form, everywhere. And while they are alive, they want to have their name everywhere. See? But after I die, and never mind, I have made so many statues, so that I will remain as a form. Then name, I will remain as a name. See? But when he who has come to discover the gold. He will not bother whether it is a Rama statue or the Ravana statue. His attention is on the gold. Rama, Ravana, you take away. Gold you give me. That's all. So what is the world? World is nothing but Paramatma plus names and forms. And what is creating the differences? Names and forms. See, we are here many. Do you know why? Because we all have forms. And who is supporting the form? The space. Are the spaces many? The forms are many, the formless is one. The names are many. See, Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Madhava, Panduranga, Pundalika, so many names. But the silence? Silence is one. Therefore, name and the form, they are illusions, and the substratum, because all of them are only existing. Form exists, name exists. When the name and the form goes away, existence continues. Because Satyam is that which can never be negated. In this manner, this Maya Shakti creates an illusion of the objectivity, and this is how the world is created. So, he becomes Ishvara. Paramatma plus Maya Shakti becomes Ishvara. Now, in this Paramatma, next step, be attentive. In this Paramatma, other than the Paramatma, there is nothing. Like in the water, other than the water, there is nothing. So, that potentiality of the water, it will act on whom? Can we say that there was an ocean of fish? No. Ocean is only of water, because that potentiality is affecting water, and the potentiality cannot affect the water. Therefore, an illusion called as ocean is born. In the same manner, out of nothing, this world comes into existence, and this we say seriously as real, and we forget the substratum. This is the basic difference of understanding according to Vedanta and according to other schools of thought. So this Ishvari Shakti creates Ishvara as the creator of this world by a superimposition of names and forms. Then the same Ishvara becomes the creator because of the conscious aspect. So, from the consciousness aspect point of view, Ishvara is creator like the pot maker. And from the material cause point of view, the Ishvara is the Jagat, the world, like the clay out of which the pot is made. So, for making a clay pot, we require clay and the pot maker. But God doesn't require these two things. He himself is the clay and he himself is the pot maker. Don't we do the same thing in our dream? Don't we create the Panchamahabhautik Srishti? Don't we create ourselves again? And there we become somebody and start suffering or enjoying. Next time you dream and you come out of the dream, try to find out whether your dream was black and white or colored. Friends. So, this is how one Paramatma, because of his Maya Shakti, he is called as Ishvara. And the same Paramatma, Upadhi Dvaya Kalpitam. Second Upadhi is the Panchakoshas. So, with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas, he is called as the Jiva. And the same Paramatma, with the conditioning of the name and form, Paramatma is called as Jagat. And the same Paramatma, with the conditioning of the creator aspect, he is called as Ishvara. Thus, on one reality, Jiva Jagat Ishvara, these are aupadhika. These are only superimposed because of the three conditionings.